I'm just messing with this dude. I was gonna mess with him until he charged me like a little bitch. You think you could kill me? I was gonna mess with him like we did in the last episode because that shit was funny, but he got a little aggressive, man. Kind of hurt my feelings. All right, today we're going to be discussing duos and primarily focus on the aspect of teamwork. And look, duos is the easiest to talk about teamwork with because it's only 2 players. I feel like when I do quads, there's a lot of information coming at you guys. And to be fair, if I really wanted to pause, break it down, that video could probably go like an hour, hour and a half. So I feel like duos would be a lot more simplistic for you guys because it's easier to learn to work with another player than it is a whole team. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to any mode but solos, teamwork is going to carry you guys a million times. We do have a buy. Something popped off over to our right hand side. Let's go ahead and look at the mini map. We don't see anything over here near us, but it did sound like it was relatively close. And he didn't even look that direction. But if any audio does happen around you guys at all, make sure you're pulling up your map to kind of see what's going on. Also, you dudes, pay attention to this. He just completed the most wanted bounty. You see him running, good shit, good ping. A fight going on too, so there are 2 teams, so be aware of possible 4 enemies. I like the fact that he kept his body to that cover, but we're kind of so I like the fact that he used that sign as cover and just kind of played that fight accordingly. The moment he got the knock though, he shouldn't have tunnel vision. He should have looked for the other players. Remember, they just completed the most wanted. You did hear them shooting at somebody else. So we know at minimum there's 2 players with a potential of 4. So you have to play it accordingly. Good job on the teamwork though. Throb and Williams going ahead, getting the suppression off, allowing us to crawl to safety. We've got the enemy on the back corner of the building right here. And it's funny because he's looking at a whole nother area and not where the enemy's at. I don't think he's looking at the minimap at all. I mean, even that one, yellow pinged where the enemy was and he still looked at yellow. Thermals are cool, but the problem I have with thermals for a lot of players is they rely on them way too much. They only want to see the enemy pop up in the middle of it as that bright icon. But if anything's happening around it, they have no observation whatsoever. It's good to use. I'm not saying don't use it, but I'm saying like, if you're going to use thermals, don't just rely on the intel that little site's giving you. Please open your eyes and look around you. Also, I'm having surgery in a few weeks. I'm getting surgery on my vocal cords, getting my tonsils removed. My adenoids, and a bunch of shit. I'm getting like 4 things taken care of, and I'll be down for about 2 or 3 weeks. I say that to say I'm gonna try my best to have videos scheduled ahead of time so you guys don't have any content gaps. But if for some reason I can't get it done, and you guys are like, where's Savage at? I'm down for the count for 2 or 3 weeks. I won't be able to talk, won't be able to cough, won't be able to breathe. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait. But that's neither here nor there, and here we are with 22 grand. Doing God knows what. I like the fact we're at a buy station, but Throb and Williams is worrying about the wrong thing right now. I don't know what the hell he's worrying about. It's like the first time he's ever seen that box in his life. So we left the buy station, no UAVs. We bought a precision. So already, and we're still looting. So already in my head, I'm analyzing their gameplay. They're not bad players, but when it comes to playing aggressive and having some kind of understanding of strategy and like how to position, I don't think they're gonna have it at all. When it comes to team fights, they're not that bad. Definitely questionable decisions, but because of the little bit of teamwork they have, they were able to survive what they probably would have died in normally. Now, there are 3 loadout drops around us. I'm not saying don't go for Lodi, but definitely you want to look around. He just ran right to the Lodi. He didn't peep a rooftop. He didn't peep a hill. He didn't even look to the left or the right to see if there are enemies near us. And it could be real dangerous. To fight on the hill. We could try our way to position over at fire and get leverage and an angle on that team if we wanted to. And again, situations like this, having UAV, finding out, okay, where is he at? Where's his teammate at? Who are they shooting at? If we would have bought UAVs with the $23,000 we fucking had, guess what? We have a lot more intel right now to help us either A, take this fight, B, position around this fight, or C, run away like a pussy. A lot of options we could have done. What's also weird with Throbbin is he comes up staircases. Like, I'm not sure why he's ADSing where he's ADSing at. If you want to come around a corner, a quick ADS, I get it, but you're already out in the open. You've already made it in the middle of the room, and then you ADS the staircase. I don't really understand why. And again, the reason why I'm saying that is I do understand why. He's relying on that fucking scope. He wants to see that little person being highlighted, and it's just really taken away from his gameplay. They come here to position against his team. We're in the worst spot. We're in a very small building. It's only 2 stories tall. There's really not much cover in here at all. People can push you from 2 different directions. So I would, again, go to fire, man. That's the best spot to be at. I don't know what the hell we're doing. Do you want to go? You want to go there? Yeah, buy station. Yeah, there's an enemy there. Who would have thought? Oh no. And this is another thing that's weird too. Like campers, we know they're a thing. They run Call of Duty. People don't like to play the game. It's weird. I get it. But why would you guys come right next to a fight to actively camp? You gonna shoot these guys? No, you don't want to shoot your gun at all. That was the easiest double kill of your life. The easiest. Now look. You launched a precision in. The best thing to do is try to shoot the enemy at the same time too, because if you get him knocked, the precision comes in. Now he's executed, and you have potential getting both. Also, take the zip line. Let's push these guys. We took way too long on all of this shit. There are so many things in this fight they should have done differently. I talked about shooting the enemy when the precision was coming in. That was a given. But on top of that, dude, the moment you launch that precision, wait for that second one to start coming in, then take the zip line. You basically want to time it to where you're right behind the precision, and you come over here and push them. Now, he was getting shot by another enemy, so be careful. Again, a little focus on the loot right now. I'd like to get a UAV up. I do think there's more people around us. I don't know if they know what a UAV is. We do have one pop. Vehicle pulling up as well. I'm not sure why they're holding on to money like this. If you want to hold enough money for a buy, that's fine. But let's find out where these dudes are at, man. He just threw this down so he could pick up the other one. I don't understand players, bro. If you need it, then yeah, use it. But he didn't need that shit. We're actively in a fight. Like, why are we wasting our time doing that? Why aren't we trying to, I don't know, kill the enemies? On top of that too, look, we're talking about precision, talking about this, talking about that. We know there's a guy on the rooftop. We have a lot of money in a buy right next to us. We have a precision. Launch it on him. If you launch a precision up there, he's got to jump off. When he jumps, shoot him. But now we're in this weird standoff. Those good shots. Unfortunately, our teammate's doing this. I don't know what his plan is. I can't wait. Oh, we're leaving. Okay. All right. Let's see where they go camp this time. I doubt they're going to Stronghold. I highly doubt it. We've got a yellow ping over on this building here. Now, there's going to be people in this area, no doubt. We're relatively low, so there's a good chance we get beamed. It really depends on who's around us, but there is a good chance we get beamed. I don't like being at this elevation, long floating like this. But hey, we made it. We survived somehow, some way. Again, I don't know if it was DMZ. I don't know what it is, dude, but players need to stop focusing on loot like this. We got a vehicle pushing us. We could literally be shooting him out of the car. Oh, wait, you want to shoot him now? You didn't want to shoot him as he was in the open? You want to shoot him right when he started turning crazy. You know why I did that? Because he's fucking too busy looting. Yeah, this is what you get. I hope the enemy's down here. Hope you get pushed. Hope you die. Now look, because of the separation, I thought he was going to loot that bag. I was going to go in on him. Because of the separation, there's a good chance that Knowles, whatever the hell his name is, gets stacked. Oh, this is incredible. This is just most exhilarating gameplay I've ever seen in my life. Oh yeah, that'll work. The moment you guys stop playing this shit like it's Rainbow Six Siege is the moment you become a better player, no doubt. Now I'm not mad, like if your enemy's pushing you and like you're running and you just turn and drop a door and wait for him to come through and you kill him, that's one thing. But actively sitting still like this is fucking crazy. You just saw him running the bottom door, big dog. Players like this is why they make meta weapons so powerful. For sure. Like, you know, this is why they have like the, you know, the 2-tap kill weapons. The STG builds. The origin builds. This is why they got those bad bitch metas. I'm not saying this is one of them. I'm just talking like in generality. It's just, it's weird how he's scanning the whole building looking for that site picture. Well, he just keeps speaking it. Just relying way too much on that thermal. I'm telling you guys right now, bro, like if you're relying on this thermal before your aim and accuracy and observation are good, it's gonna hurt your gameplay in the long run. If you're already good and you're relying on it, that's different. That, trust me, it's different. But if you're relying on that picture alone, like what are we doing now? He loses the sight and now he's got to stare at the floor. All right, now I hear people pushing. It's kind of crazy. Maybe I'm psycho, maybe I'm crazy. I just don't remember TTK being like this in Caldera or Verdansk. I don't. Even like the... Even like the well gun. I don't remember it killing that fast. Is he doing it? Bro, fuck that box. Doesn't even need it. Like, what are we doing? You're not gonna kill him. I promise you that. And also, guys, if you haven't followed my trolling resurgence channel, make sure you do. It's a great time. There's a yo, buy station to your left. Hey, nah, fuck that. Okay. All right, so this team is gonna be more focused on positioning than anything. And look, to be fair, dude, this circle could go either way. This circle could dive any way. I think it's gonna go here, but it might not. Just because we're on the smaller half and this is on the bigger half. So if it does do what I think it's gonna do, these guys are gonna struggle because a lot of these buildings are gonna be very difficult to play, with the exception of this one, but I don't think that'll be favored either. So I'm kind of excited to see how they play when they have to rely on the terrain, rely on rotation, rely on strategy and know-how in order to not only get kills, but survive. Because right now they're playing this from a multiplayer standpoint, like a multiplayer TDM mentality. They're doing what we call like lane holding. They play a corner of a lane and they just sit there and check two different directions. Is the enemy coming this way? Is the enemy coming this way? And it's working out for them because of the position they're in. But that will go away the moment that this game dictates something different. And you gotta watch for that fucking precision. Also, the reticle placement is very questionable. He's always staring at the floor. Got a flare going off next to it. Make sure you get your favorite fucking box in the world. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Jeez, MP, dude. Come on, bro. Now, normally in this spot, I would be like, we need to be peeking. We need to be looking everywhere. But it's going to be hard just because of the amount of buildings and stuff. So I'm not mad that they're not like hyper aggressively, actively looking around them. But you still do want to kind of look a little bit. We do hear enemies under us. And again, there are multiple ways people can access this rooftop. So what you don't want to do, is get picked on the roof. You're being shot at and you decide to go for a guy in the sky, you psychopath. But as I was going to say before I was really interrupted, is you don't want to get picked on the roof because there's other access points, enemies can push you. So instead of focusing on what's around you, focus on the most active targets, the people under you. That is the biggest concern. And lo and behold, before I got to finish my point, they got pushed by King of... this is actually a clever name. It's either King of King Fives or Kingo fucking Fives. One of the two. I don't know. They're rocking 3 each. And this same play style. Kind of crazy. Ooh, they have no guns. What is shocking is they killed the team on the rooftop. They didn't pick up their weapons. Why they didn't do that is beyond me. And there were bodies on the staircase that they came up as well. So I don't. There are multiple guns they could have had, multiple. So again, the circle is going to favor the opposite side, and the rotation is going to be fun. So whenever the 2 or 3 teams over here do push across, the guys that jump off the roof, they'll get shot down. The guys that swim, they'll get picked up the water, and then the victors of this area. Now, the only thing that this team has in their favor is if you start seeing the guys across from us actively fighting each other. Nice bunker buster. I mean, this dude has no idea he's bleeding out from the gas. No, none at all. That was a perfect one. If he would have launched a little bit more in the center staircase, these guys would be fucked. But the moment that these guys start fighting, your only hope is to go while they're distracted with each other. But at the end of the day, dude, because we overstayed this welcome, there should not be a single survivor from this side. All these kids should die. Every one of them. Going back to me talking about this area here, pre-rotating and the importance of pre-rotations. You might want to play it up and jump off the fucking bridge. You might want to before the guys across start realizing what's going on. Okay, yeah, there you go. He's in gas, right? He's in gas. Am I an idiot or is he an idiot? Green had a good idea. But like I said, getting across is gonna be a bitch. However, they did have a chance to get across. They really did. Those enemies are fighting each other for a split second. The guys above us were distracted with whatever the hell they were distracted with. If we would have jumped, it would have been fine. I say that. But like we were still out in the open. Good shit. Good win. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe today, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.